How's it going, guys? It's the Nutshell here, and today I wanted to run through if you haven't got a lot of money on Tarkov PVE, or you simply want to make a ton of money but not really know exactly how to do it. Well, this little quick tip will get you enough starting rubles within the game, and tons of it. If you're interested in Tarkov and you want to see some more Tarkov videos, then make sure to subscribe. But whilst we are getting ourselves set up, we're going to talk about what you need. So starting off, the first thing that you're going to want is to get yourself a body armor repair kit. What we do with this money making method is, because armor repair kits are quite common, especially if you play on Lighthouse and you're looting up the chalets, if you didn't already know, they're worth about 1.2 million on PvE. Now on PvP at the beginning of a wipe, and typically they'll be at like the minimum value that you can sell to mechanic. That is 336,000. But what's great about PvE is they're so much more expensive. But what a lot of people do is, if we get rid of some of the filters, which I'll run through in a minute, and we just have them up, you can see that there's a lot listed for 80k, 80k, 300k, you know, variety dependent on the condition. Now, what this does actually do sometimes is people go, oh, okay, quick check of the price. Oh, it's 80k. Let me list this armor repair kit for 80k. But obviously, when they pick it up from a raid, the full condition one is worth 1.2 million, as you see. But how do we actually make some money? So obviously you want to be sniping, but having a set filter on that allows you to pick up only the good items. Now this can be the same for a lot of items in the game, by the way. So it's not just purely based on body armor repair kits. You can use this on a wide variety of things, and it works really, really well as a money-making method to begin with. So when you jump in, what you want to do is come up to the cogwheel. This is found just next to the offers tab. You click that, and then you come to the conditions, type in 95 or whatever percent that you're willing to actually purchase it as. Ideally, I usually put 95%, as this gives you a very, very good way of picking up some really amazing deals from people that have a lower condition than 100%, as sometimes people will just simply pick 100%. So we put in 95%. Next we do is go to currency, put in rubles, and then we'll set this to the price at which you're seeing a lot of these items come up as. So you limit out a lot of these stupidly expensive ones, and it makes it a bit easier to kind of search through. So we put in 1.3 million. We select remember selected filter. This keeps it for the next time. Of course, you can change that however you want. And there you go. We pick up one for 990k, which, as you can see, the next cheapest is 1.1 million, but these often come up quite regularly and will sell at about anywhere from 1.2 to 1.3 million usually. Now, depending on when they come up, as you can see, this one's come up. We can go ahead, find our armor repair kit, which will be down in our stash, and we'll list it for 125,000. So the fee for this on the flea is 41,000, and so if we pick it up for 990, we have made about 200k. That is how much we made right there, and that was with the first search that we've actually done. Ours is cheapest on the market by about 50k, so hopefully will eventually sell, and it usually doesn't take very long. And there you go. So we've just made 200k within like a matter of a minute or so. And then all we do is we just keep rinsing and repeating this for, you know, 15, 20 minutes. And by the time we actually did this for about 15 to 20 minutes, I was able to pick up about 5 million, roughly in that sort of range. Because what you'll find is, as I said at the beginning, some people are listing these up for, you know, 100k because of the fact that they see it for cheaper, or simply they miss out the final zero when they list it up. So they sell it for 100k rather than 1 million. And so that means that you make 1 million rubles. And it really is just that simple. I've used it both as a method to make money when you're playing PvP, because of the fact that often people will sell them for like 200k, but you can instant sell to mechanic for like 336k. So it is literally no risk on PvP, because some people will list them super cheap. Of course, it's more competitive, but there's a lot more coming out at the beginning of a wipe on PvP as people start piling into PvP to actually play the game, and they find a lot more of these. But as you can see, the demand is quite high for the body armor repair kits, hence why they keep buying and selling at these prices, but we just keep rinsing and repeating. And the other great thing is if you haven't got good flea rep, then you're going to see your flea rep go through the roof. At the minute, we are sat at 408. You could see someone actually snipe that one up from me there. But as long as you're paying attention, usually you can pick them up. We can pick them up for 1.2 and sell it for 1.3, making 60k. And that is pretty much what I will do every single time. So if you can make profit with it, I will buy it, regardless of how much you're making. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot. But you can see, picked up one for 1.2. We'll sell this for 1.28 million, and hopefully that will sell. And there you go. Now we have the two cheapest on the market. And although one may come in undercut, because of the demand of these, they just sell eventually. So I thought I'd showcase it to you guys today as a little method for a lot of you to make quite a few rubles. And yeah, it would work really, really well for me. In about 15 minutes, we made about 5 mil, but it really depends on how many of those 100k ones that you see pop up every now and again. So yeah, really, really good way to make just some early game rubles, or just to simply buff up the amount of rubles that you've got with basically zero risk, and all you need is 1 million rubles basically. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, and we've got loads more tips that we can do for making some money on PVE if you're interested. And of course, we've got loads more tips coming for the actual game itself. But yeah, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you there. Goodbye.